We have to get them all to work with us. All the former presidents.
Speak, sir.
Fidel Ramos to Erap, Estrada, GMA, and of course Pinoy Aquino. He'll be with us. They will be part of our board of trustee, board of governor to the central bank, so that we'll be able to accomplish itong mission na ito.
Sa ano po ba mission niyo, sir? Para sa bayang Pilipino?
Well, make sure na yung our mensahe, our platform. I'm not a candidate, but I'd like to make sure that every Filipino, wala nang homeless, wala nang squatter, at may 5 million na pension fund for every born Filipino.
Kailan niyo, sir, mo lang po yung project niya?
Immediately, we now is requesting the president to sign with us a unilateral, bilateral, trilateral mines field breakthrough agreement, and we'll immediately put together a bolt-to-bolt, ledger-to-ledger deposit of our gold. That's at the vault of the Central Bank of the Philippines. And we are allowed, I'll be responsible of addressing the attestation of the Federal Reserve U.S. Treasury, in as much that we are the Millennium Centurion Bank of the world, with the Federal Reserve U.S. Treasury, and through the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, with the proper accreditation and compliance clearinghouse with the U.S. Treasury, and more so with the World Bank Group as our governing arm with the International Monetary Fund, to make sure that these are properly done in proper compliances and clearinghouses for that purpose.
So what is your message to the Filipino people?
My message to the Filipino people: let's work together. Again, I am requesting all the former presidents to work with me, to work with us. This will be for the 100 million plus Filipinos. We are the bankrollers. We are the bankero of the whole world. We will be bankrolling the embodiment of ECOSOC, social, cultural, educational, and the infrastructure governance of the whole world through the monetary system of central banks and the monetary global reset.
Okay, sir. What is your message to President Duterte?
Make sure, Pudigong, now we have to accomplish this mission. Hindi po ako magagalit. Ang mga 100 million na naaapi, na walang-wala, ang magagalit sa iyo pag hindi mo ito ginawa with us. Because all the 100 million Filipinos, we rally these purposes and this cause. Kasi siguro naman, naobserbahan mo na ng kahirapan ng bawat mayoryang Filipino.
Sir, ano po ba masasabi niyo sa Central Bank? Ano po ba plano niyo?
Masasabi ko lamang,
plano niyo po, sir?
we have to activate the old Central Bank of the Philippines because ito ang may kapital. We have 400,000 metric ton of gold sa vault natin. More so because of the ancestral domain of OCT-TC for the Hacienda Filipina Archipelago. We have as well the undocumented gold which we have, and other minerals, platinum and diamonds, stones. So we are very rich. We can accomplish this mission for the good of the Filipino people and for the good of humanity, not only with us Filipinos but all over the world. And the 100 million Filipinos, all of us, are bankrolling the monetary system of central banks of the whole world. So it's not only me or Alpha Omega or a few people. It's all of the 100 million plus Filipinos. We are bankrolling the whole world because we have all the asset. And this is the asset of all of us.
So why you are inviting former President Benigno Aquino to work with us?
Well, listen, he has a fair share of his leadership. I don't mind what he did. At least he made a mark that he's been a leader with us. So he's with us. All of them, as I've said, from Fidel Ramos to GMA, Arroyo, Gloria Arroyo, and Joseph Estrada, as well our beloved brother Pinoy Aquino. He has to show his good faith to all of us now. If he will not show his good faith, I'll make sure that the 100 million Filipinos will castigate him if he will not show his real good faith to the Filipino people.
So
because we have never seen any good faith yet coming from him.
What is your message to the justices, associate justices of the Supreme Court of the Philippines?
To all the Supreme Court justices and associate justices, and at the same time, and to all those judges, make sure that we have to work. Now, the beneficio ng every Filipino, make sure that you put a proper judicial governance, because we've been known as kangaroo court already all over the world. You show us, or otherwise there will be no rules. Make sure that we have to do it properly and to be able to stimulate a healthy and prosperous governance, especially within our judicial system, that everyone will be protected, not only for the few rich, but for everybody, for every born Filipino. And make sure this is a commitment for all of us.
Why did you go to
Filipinos.
the United States, sir?
You have to understand, I'm your kinsman. I'm actually, if you're asking me about the U.S. government, today, I'm the person behind of the King of Kings. In short, the City of London Corporation is at my special proviso or power. And I'm hoping that this is now our major role. The Federal Reserve treasury belong to us. It belongs to the Filipinos. We own the gold that has been deposited at the Federal Reserve System Treasury Vault. We own those gold. It's not owned by anybody or anyone. It's not owned by the Swift or the Morgans or probably the Rothschild or perhaps the Rockefellers or any other else. The gold that is actually deposited at the Federal Reserve Vault is owned by Filipinos. And we should be proud as a Filipino.
Please explain the origins of the gold.
All this gold belong, the physical ones that are distributed all over the world now, are actually inherited gold from the king of recognized asset nation that is owned by the Roman emperors, the 12 Roman emperors. It has been deposited in our country. The amount that has been received is within the tune of
365,000
metric ton of gold. So you can imagine this is real. But the most important thing, the undocumented gold from Area 1 to Area 12 here in the Philippines, both Cordillera and Sierra Madre, we have rebari of gold to like about 176 golden lily site rebari. So you can imagine the undocumented gold that we have is multi-trillion of tonnage. We have at the same time diamonds, big stones, black, blue, pink, yellow, purple, green, and white. These are stone diamonds. So you can imagine, we are very rich. Filipinos are rich. We are the richest country in the world. No question. We just have to make it work to all of us.
Aside from the Yamashita sites, how many treasure sites are there? Can you explain them briefly one by one?
The Japanese site, we have actually...
May I excuse myself?
All right, okay.
Babalik sa ano.
The Japanese site, we have 5 of them, actually. The only one that what we had to among this site, we have Golden Satu site. Second one was Golden Yamaguchi site. The third one, we have Golden Chichibu site. The fourth one, we have the Golden Masato site.
Yeah.
And the fifth one is the well-known site called Golden Lily Yamashita site. But these are not that large. They are just part of the integral asset that has been established here in our country. Again, I would like to emphasize we have so much undocumented gold.
So what can President Duterte do to make use of this gold for the benefit of the 100 million Filipinos, at least 100 million Filipinos?
Well, pretty much, he doesn't have to do nothing. We have the gold that are already sitting in our vault at the Central Bank of the Philippines. We have 400,000 metric ton. All he has to do is agree with us. We'll have to sign a bolt-to-bolt, ledger-to-ledger agreement. The unilateral, bilateral, trilateral mines field breakthrough agreement attested by all our leaders here in the Philippines. We can deposit as much as 100,000 metric ton, bolt to bolt, ledger to ledger, insured and bonded at the same manner. We can now print equivalent to 50 trillion US dollars.
Pesos or US dollars?
US dollars.
Here in the Philippines?
Here in the Philippines, which meant that if we have to print US dollars or pesos, we are qualified to print in 30-year loan proviso as much as 50 trillion in the 30 years.
What is the currency, sir? US dollars or peso here in the Philippines?
Here in the Philippines, it will be pesos, definitely, because we are using pesos.
So how about the Asian dollar?
The Asian dollar will come probably towards the late part of next year. I'm hoping that today we are actually discussing, and we are actually having a summit, conference, and conventions, ministerial meetings based on the global reset. So Asian dollar is a part of the agenda. And if that happens, it will probably be one currency. It will be 1-to-1 with US dollars and euro. So that will happen. But that will not happen this year. It will happen probably towards the end of next year.
So what is the role?
2019.
What is the role of Madam Imelda Marcos in this noble mission for humanity?
Ma'am Imelda, being my in-law, being my
Stepmother?
stepmother, she has a role because first she is a former congresswoman here. She's been involved in politics, and being my stepmother, she's also my mother. She has a role because she's been a custodian of this asset through my great father, Ferdinand Edralin Marcos.
So what are the roles of Bongbong, Aimee, and Irene?
With among my siblings, they are most likely Bong, Aimee, and Irene can just be a witness or testators towards all this asset, because pretty much they knew the existence of these assets.
So do you have anything more to say, sir?
Well, there is nothing more to add. I just wanted to make sure that every other Filipino will benefit from all these assets that we had, and we should now share it to everyone. There will be no difficulty to everybody, and at least there will be no poor Filipino.
Thank you very much for the wonderful interview, sir. We are very happy that you are able to return to the Philippines alive and kicking.
All right, thank you.